y'all. This is Lou from Lou's Junk Shack. How are y'all doing today? I have been working, I'm telling you, doing this new journal. I hope y'all had a happy Easter. I did. My son and his wife came over and brought me an Easter basket, and my daughter-in-law junk journals like I do, so it was full of junk journaling stuff, and I loved it. And my son also charged the air condition on my vehicle, which needed, and I'm so thankful for that. So let me show y'all this book. I mean, she is a chunky monkey. Look at this. She's closed with the alligator clip spine. She has one signature. Here's the back. And it is 70 pages. This is a vintage brooch that I made. That is a piece of an old saucer. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pieces of vintage lace and doily on here. And this is a butterfly flower journal. I have fun making it. I made this out of a Kleenex box just because. And if you can see right here, you can see that was a hole on the Kleenex box. And I took some acetate and I smashed my pale yellow rose in it and put in there. But I didn't like the cover, so then I revamped it. So there you have it. Let me show you this journal, guys. Let me undo it. Okay. This is the inside cover. Make sure, yes. That's writing space, and I wove this ribbon through here. And this is a tag in here, and a girlfriend of mine gave me this paper years ago. I don't even know what kind of paper it is, but I've used it a little bit. This is an envelope with a little tag on it, and I have mushroom card in here you can journal on. I put some flowers there. I've got a couple tags here. And I like how this page come out. I just tore that photo out of one of my flower books. And there's journaling on that tag. And I put some cloth here. These photos right here out of one of my flower books, I put wax paper. I put Mod Podge and wax paper over it, and that was the look and texture it came out with. This is a flip out right here, and this is a tag, and both of them's journaling space. I went to a crop a couple weeks ago, and there was a woman set up there with these little die cuts that she was doing. See the little bee? And they were so sweet. I purchased some of them just for this flower journal that I was doing. This is one of my tags in here, and it says, "Sing me away." Look at him. Is he not cute? The little frog playing his banjo. And I've got butterflies here. This is a piece of dictionary paper about birds. And this is a beautiful zinnia patch and journaling spot. I have cloth down here, and I stamped on it. I thought that was pretty cool. Over here is, I made this. It's just got all kinds of coffee dyed paper in it to journal on. And I've been making these clear little pockets that I love. Now, I stamped on the back of this with Versamark, and then I colored it. So, and just put a tag in there. But is that not, you don't even know there's a tag there if I didn't have a flower on it. I enjoy doing that. Here's a big tag. I got a button on it. And this is some of my wax that I made with my little waxing tool. And there is another little journaling spot. This is wood, and I just made a little journaling spot there. This is another one of those woman's die cuts of the dogwood. Is that not precious? And here's some lace and tags, and here is another. Look how pretty that is. You don't even know I've put a tuck spot there until you put a tag in it. Is that not cool? My doily, and I even got a little tuck spot on the doily. This is a refurbished used envelope that I love doing. This is out of one of my flower books that I thought was so pretty, and this is another journal tag that I thought looked good there. More tags. This is a big tag here, another piece of that dogwood. This was a piece that I just folded in two and made a tag. And there's a cloth flower and a little hootie owl. Over here I took this doily and made the tuck, these butterflies here, these bees here. This is a napkin that I put on there, and I've got a lot of napkins in here. Here's an old vintage stamp. It's not real vintage, a little vintage. And this was a poem that I found about April that I put in here. And here's some more of these cutouts that are gorgeous. This is a recycled envelope, as you can see. This is another napkin. More tags. This is a tuck spot, and this is out of one of my flower books telling you about orchids and different kinds of flowers. Here's a tag. Tells you about one of the plants. Matches that. This is another wax seal. Another tag. And I just love that little silhouette, so I put her on here, and I added the red to pull her in here. So, since this was the month of April, and this is about flowers, I stamped this Tim Holtz man because he had an umbrella. And there's a lot of journaling there. And I made these little butterflies. They're just cut out of just a book. And the yellow and the pink are Brilliance ink. And another little tag. I made this little envelope here. And I love the birdhouse here with the little bird. And these cards here. Let's see. Yeah, that one's just backed. And that one you can open up. That's Project Life cards. This is a paper napkin over here too, and you can see my tea-dyed paper here. Another tag. I loved this little lady's face, and I thought she just went in here so good. So, you know, maybe this is her flower book. Maybe she loves doing flowers too. This is some paper that I put on here with another napkin. This is a napkin covered on this piece of paper, and I just folded the corner after I did it and put some little beads on there. That's Wildflower, a package of Wildflower. I've got quite a few flower packs in here for y'all. This is more of the napkin and my paper. And look at these tulips. Are they not beautiful? And I thought how pretty my tag would look. This is one of my homemade tags. And looks like she's going out to work into the garden. This is a postcard here that I made a tuck. And look at those flowers. Plenty of journaling. This is just a look of tree. And look at that old station wagon from the 70s. And I just put some of these here. This is another one of my tags. I've used a paper clip. This is some more of that old ticking material. And this is just a little tuck. And these are Project Life cards you can write on. I don't do Project Life anymore, so what a great way to use the cards up. This is a little pocket that I made, and there is plenty of journaling in here if you would like to do it. If you're interested in my little flower and butterfly book, just message me. This is a tag I made. And look at these flowers. It looks like these, I had these butterflies and they match perfectly. It looks like they're just flying away from the flowers. These are pretty. I don't know what they're called. They look like little upside down cups. And this is a piece of material. The way I got this color, I was rusting some paper clips and some metal pieces, and I laid them on this material where I could rust it too. See the bees on it? It did really good. And this is advertisement, faux advertisement, and more journaling here. I really like making this. More zinnia seeds, and I just put some of that up there to pull the yellow. And this is more encyclopedia about plants. And this is plenty of journaling again. I just like this picture, so I put it on here. This is just some cheesecloth underneath there, and half the picture's on my doily. And here's a journal flip. And this is a waterfall that I made of just things that are at your home that you use during the summertime out in the garden. Well, you've got a mow. This is a tractor. That's a seed spreader. That's another seed spreader. And again, that's a sprayer. And look, they're plowing their garden to plant their beautiful seeds. And now they're watering the garden. And I think this packs the soil. I'm not for sure. But you can put photos on the back. You can journal on the back of those. I mean, just whatever you'd like to do. That was a fun little waterfall to put in here. And this here is another napkin. This is one of my homemade pockets. And there's plenty of journaling back here. I even coffee stain that paper. I coffee stain very strong, so you might even smell a little coffee out of my book. This is all coffee stained. You can see how dark I do it. These are just, I mean, you can just write on them, pull them out. This is another piece of my encyclopedia about plants. And this is just the other side of it. And I think this was an old drawing. And this was out of one of my flower books. And so I took and made a pocket for it out of it. And put my tags in it. And look, I put a little quail smelling the flowers. Just like he's still smelling some of these flowers down here. And I made this tuckable. This is just a little tag that I collaged and put some jewelry on. And I made this. These go in this first pocket, and I stamped on here. And the second pocket here has got more encyclopedia paper on flowers. Look at this. Is that not beautiful? That's a piece of material. And I've got more journaling paper here, more of the encyclopedia on plants, and I even tucked a butterfly in here. This is another one of my clear acetate pockets. Over here, I've got another one, and this is a napkin up here, and isn't that beautiful? I just love whatever that plant's called. It's one of my favorite. This is a little envelope I've got, and I've got some journaling in here and some little ephemera in there for y'all. And like I said, if you're interested in this book, then journal. All you've got to do is private message me. This is more of the same napkin, but the background's darker, so it looks totally different. I left this. It's just telling about plants, and so I folded this page and made a pocket, and I just thought, well, let's put some butterflies on there. Isn't that cool? I'd love to have that workspace for my plants outside. And there's plenty of journaling on the back of it. Very nice to have, wouldn't it be? This is a tuckable, and look, it's a fence telling about a old rail fence. And isn't that a beautiful yard, backyard? She's even got her tomato plants over there, and plenty of journaling. And over here is a house that I made a pocket, and plenty of journaling here. And look at this little journal spot. It looks like the same house. Another picture of it. Another one of those die cuts. And this was too. And I just love this. And there's all kinds. This is a repurposed. So I thought it was so pretty. So it's in here for y'all to journal on. And look how pretty this is. I just love this. And I put one of those die cuts there. And it looks like he's looking at that very flower and fern. I put those little butterflies on there. This is, I think, a mosquito plant. I didn't have a fern bag of seed. And this tells about different flowers, the names of them. And this is just a piece of lace material I put there. And this is an envelope back here. And it's got journaling spots and ephemera. This is another page I bent into, folded in two. Look at those cactus. Aren't they pretty? Plenty of journaling. Oh, that lilac is beautiful. So I had printed these on my printer a while back. They were so pretty, but I've never used them. This is a postcard, and I thought it looked so good in there. And that's just another place to journal. Here's a roll of Redbuds, music paper. Another one of my tags, and this is more of that bee cloth I did with the rusted. Another pocket. This here, there's another page up the front I didn't tell y'all, but last fall I clipped some of my zinnias and brought in, and I laid them on this paper, and then I put that I had coffee dyed, and I put wax paper over top of it, and I took the hammer, look, there's even still a seed there, and hammered and took the paper up and wiped it off. And I mean, you can't even feel this. It just put the dye into the paper. Isn't that beautiful? So of course I put zinnias over here, and that's more journaling space in one of my sewed homemade tags. And I've got lace there. This is another piece with music paper with a napkin on it. And another one of my clear tucks or pockets, because I thought that picture was beautiful. A little bit of napkin. I even put birds up there flying. And another one of my tags, because it almost matches. I wonder if this is a flower museum. Wouldn't that be cool to go to? And this page here just tells more about flowers. This is more napkin. This is cheesecloth with a little flower. I took and put a little tuck right there. And over here too. And this is one of my handkerchief girls that I made. You could journal on the back if you wanted to. And this is more dictionary or encyclopedia of plants. I made a flip out. And this is the back page, and I put more mixed flowers. I loved making this book. She is chunky, she's pretty, and she is full of life. All of the plants. If y'all are interested in it, as I said, just private message me. This is Lou from Lou's Junk Shack. Y'all have a good day. God bless.